Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I lay my edges. Now as you can see that my wig is not glued onto my head. I've just thrown it on and I have cornrows underneath. So the first step that I take is to adjust the wig and to make sure it is as forward as I want it to be, and I then comb it. So the ingredients that you're gonna need, the items that you're gonna need a toothbrush, the gel of your choice, as well as a hair mousse. Now when I do this, I use my Eco Styling gel as well as a toothbrush. Now I also use my fingers to apply the gel, so it just depends on what you prefer. So I use small amounts to apply the glue. So I go section by section. Now as you can see, I use a little bit goes a long way, and you don't have to wait for it to become tacky or anything. Your wig is able to be glued down immediately, if that makes sense. So I do this section by section. I use my fingers, and I'll also use a toothbrush here and there if I wanna shape the hair to whatever I want it to be. Now please be careful when you're using this. Make sure that you don't get any makeup on your lace, which actually happened later on. You'll see. But yeah, so I use the toothbrush to brush the hair back section by section, and I glue the wig section by section. I don't apply the gel everywhere. I just do it step by step, and I make sure that I have enough amount of gel. I don't put too much, and then I just stick the lace down. Now when you stick the lace down, you need to take your time and just make sure that it's stuck properly and it's as forward or as back as you want it to be, in accordance with your hairline, which is something that I'm actually doing right here. So after I've glued the frontal down, I will brush it with a toothbrush to make sure that all the hair is back, there's no flyaways, and just to make sure that it's adjusted the way that I want it to be adjusted. And if I feel like my hair is forward somewhere, then I'll also just brush it down and add it to the baby hairs so that it blends in with the baby hairs that I do with the frontal, if that makes sense. Again, you have to take your time when you are doing this step. Also make sure that you adjust your lace so that around your nooks and crannies of your ears, and according to how your hairline is shaped, you want to make sure that it's sitting the best way that it possibly can. And you can go over with the with the gel over the frontal, over the frontal, if you feel like it wasn't glued down properly. I hope that makes sense. And then I just use a toothbrush to brush all the hairs back, because I don't want baby hairs for this type of look. So sometimes I do baby hairs and sometimes I don't, but right now I'm just showing you how I lay down my lace without doing baby hairs. Now as you can see, I'm taking my time to make sure that the frontal is glued properly and that I brush all the baby hairs that might interfere back, and just make sure that everything looks laid properly. And when I comb my hair, I make sure that I'm holding my frontal so that the frontal doesn't move, the wig doesn't shift. However, if it does shift, you can just pull it forward and then it'll get glued down where you want it. Like, you won't have to apply more gel unless if you feel like you need to, but this gel works pretty well. Now, as you can see, I'm picking up my hair so that you can see how the hairline is shaped, and just to show you without any interference of the hair. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to take my scarf and just put it on my wig so that the edges are laid as flat as possible. So yeah, I wait for a few minutes, and then once I take it off, as you can see, the front part of the frontal is much more flatter than it was before I used. So next thing I do is that I comb the hair, make sure that there are no knots or anything, and I part it the way I desire. Now, with regards to this hair, I haven't straightened it, I haven't done anything to it. I just washed it, and then it comes out like this. It tends to get really wavy, so that's why it's like that. And I also use this hair mousse to just make sure that there are no flyaways, and to make the hair flat, so that if I make a part, it's very smooth and very clean. So I love to use this mousse to just make sure that there are no flyaways, because those really annoy me, and I honestly don't use a whole lot. So yeah, as I was saying, my hair is not ironed, and the reason why it has like a hump at the back is because I did a high pony the previous day, hence why it has like a different type of wave. Now, as I'm tying it back, I want to show you that if I did want to tie it back, it would be as flat as I want it to, because I really enjoy that look. However, in this case, I'm not gonna tie it back, I'm just gonna leave it straight down, and I just use the toothbrush to brush the hair back again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section below, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.